High in the rugged mountains of central Norway lies the Hessdalen Valley. For decades, this remote community has been the stage for one of the world's most persistent mysteries. Residents began reporting strange, luminous orbs hovering in the sky, sometimes as large as cars, glowing with an intensity that defied explanation and transformed the quiet night into a theater of the unknown. The phenomenon reached a fever pitch between 1981 and 1984. During this peak, the lights appeared up to 20 times a week. Terrified and fascinated, villagers watched as white, yellow, and red spheres performed impossible maneuvers. They darted across the horizon at incredible speeds, hovered silently for hours, or simply blinked out of existence, leaving no trail but a lingering sense of awe. In 1983, the first scientific field study, Project Hessdalen, was launched. Led by Erling Strand, researchers packed the valley with cameras, radar, and laser trackers. They were the first to treat UFOs as a measurable physical event, rather than just folklore. They captured high-quality data, confirming that the lights were not hallucinations, but real energetic objects in the atmosphere. One of the most baffling discoveries was the radar data. Frequently, the radar would detect a solid object moving through the valley, but the scientists' eyes saw nothing. Conversely, they would see a brilliant light with their own eyes that the radar could not see at all. This suggested the phenomenon could shift between visible light and other parts of the electromagnetic spectrum. Spectroscopic analysis of the lights revealed a unique signature. The Hessdalen lights often showed spikes of blue light that suggested the presence of ionized oxygen and nitrogen. This hinted that the orbs were not solid craft from another planet, but high-energy plasmoids, balls of ionized gas that were somehow being generated and sustained within the valley's unique environment. Geologists pointed to the valley's unique mineral composition. One side of the valley is rich in iron and zinc, while the other is rich in copper. When acidic water from the local sulfur mines flows between these layers, it may create a giant natural battery. This electrical charge could discharge into the atmosphere, creating the glowing balls of plasma that haunt the valley's skyline. Another theory involves dusty plasma. The valley is filled with metallic dust from the old mines. Scientists suggest that when this dust becomes ionized, it can form stable, glowing spheres. These dusty plasmoids can stay aloft for long periods and would react to external electromagnetic forces, explaining why the lights seem to dance or react when a laser is pointed at them. Some researchers believe the lights are caused by the immense pressure of the mountains themselves. As the tectonic plates shift, the quartz crystals in the rocks are squeezed, creating a piezoelectric charge. This energy travels to the surface and ionizes the air, creating earthquake lights. Hessdalen might be a rare place where this geological pressure is constant and visible. In a famous experiment, scientists fired a laser at a hovering light. To their shock, the light changed its blinking pattern in direct response to the laser pulses. This suggested a level of reactivity, while skeptics called it a coincidence. Others wondered if the plasma was governed by complex laws of physics or even a primitive form of plasma-based intelligence or life. Due to the sheer frequency and otherworldly behavior of the lights, fringe theorists suggest Hessdalen as a portal or window area. They believe the valley's unique magnetic properties create a thinning of the veil between dimensions. In this view, the lights are not natural gas. The exhaust are probes of visitors from a reality that overlaps with our own in the Norwegian cold. A chemical theory posits that the lights are the result of scandium combustion. Scandium is a rare earth element found in the valley. When it reacts with the humid air, it could theoretically produce a luminous chemical reaction. However, the amount of scandium needed to create orbs the size of houses makes this a difficult theory for many mainstream chemists to fully accept. A more exotic hypothesis suggests that the lights are micro-black holes left over from the Big Bang. As they pass through the Earth's atmosphere, they would trap gas and emit radiation, appearing as glowing spheres. While mathematically possible, most physicists find it unlikely that such rare cosmic events would conveniently cluster in a single valley in rural Norway. To ensure constant monitoring, the Hessdalen AMS Automatic Measurement Station was established in 1998. It is a blue container, filled with sensors that uploads data directly to the internet. This allows scientists worldwide to study the lights in real time. It was the first UFO observatory of its kind, turning a local mystery into a global, open-source scientific investigation. One of the hardest parts of studying the lights is their transient nature. They can appear for 30 seconds or stay for an hour. They can be stationary or move at 30,000 kilometers per hour. This unpredictability makes it impossible to catch one. Like a ghost in the machine of the sky, the Hessdalen phenomenon remains just out of reach of a final, definitive classification. Unlike many UFO sightings, the Hessdalen lights are almost always silent. There is no roar of an engine or hiss of gas. They move through the valley like silent observers. This lack of sound reinforces the plasma theory, as a ball of ionized gas would move without the mechanical noise associated with traditional aircraft, adding a ghostly, ethereal quality to the encounters. For the people of Hessdalen, the lights are just a part of life. They don't fear them. They treat them like a local weather event. "The lights are out tonight" is a common phrase. The valley has become a hub for science tourism, where people from all over the world gather with binoculars and cameras, hoping to see the legendary Hessdalen phenomenon for themselves. Many scientists believe Hessdalen holds the key to understanding ball lightning, a rare and poorly understood weather event. Because the lights appear so often in the valley, it is the best laboratory in the world to study how high-energy plasma behaves in the open air. Solving the mystery of Hessdalen could unlock new ways to generate and contain clean, fusion energy. Skeptics argue that many of the lights are simply misidentified planes, stars or car headlights reflecting off the mountains. They point out that as the valley has become more developed, the number of unexplained reports has dropped. Quote, "However, the high-quality radar and spectroscopic data from Project Hessdalen remain difficult for even the most hardened skeptics to dismiss. Despite 40 years of study, we still don't know exactly what the Hessdalen lights are. They represent the borderland of science, the point where our current understanding of physics meets something we haven't yet mapped. They are a reminder that even in the 21st century, there are places on Earth where the sky still keeps its secrets, glowing with a light we cannot name. Hessdalen continues to be a beacon for those who believe that the paranormal is just science we haven't discovered yet. As technology improves, we get closer to the truth. Until then, the lights will continue to dance over the Norwegian peaks, a silent, beautiful enigma that proves the world is still full of wonders waiting to be understood by the curious and the brave.